Hello and welcome back to the Common Colt Podcast, the Colts Podcast, the real takes and no clickbait. I'm Josh Hudgens, joined by Dan Hertzler. What's up, Dan?
Hey, not too much. We're kind of looking at some, off-season moves that the Colts made and didn't make that is kind of interesting to reflect on right now. We've actually put a list here together, Josh. I'm excited to kind of walk through this list. I think there's some things in here. If we go back in the way back time machine and think about where we were as Colts fans and what we were thinking, there's some pretty good decisions made by the Colts this offseason. What do you think?
Yeah, so we made this list ranking them. And real quick, I just want to say, if you guys don't know, we made our website, thecommoncoltpodcast.com, link in the description. There's actually a section where you can send a voicemail in, and we might feature some fan takes on the show. Yeah. Keep it PG-13, guys. But hey, anyway, it's the top five. And really the number five for me was signing Matt Gay, the kicker. And
yep.
You know, kickers are never flashy signings. Some people thought that we could have kept McLaughlin, but I really like this move. I think that the last time we got a big-time kicker in free agency was Adam Vinatieri, and that worked out for us well. So having a guy who you know is going to put that ball through the post more often than not is a good feeling.
Oh, yeah. I think this is a huge kind of undervalued offseason move that we don't talk a lot about. No one really wants to talk about kickers, but you look around the league. I mean, we're just going to use the gold standard, Justin Tucker in Baltimore. I'm not saying he's Justin Tucker. Don't make comments, but just use him as an example. It's almost like, okay, at the end of the game, we're confident we can just get in field goal range. It puts so much pressure on the defense because now they've got to stop that from happening. And I think for a young team and a young coach, this is a really good hire. Number 4 on our list, and this is where we start moving into the what we could have done and didn't do and actually kind of think worked out. But we have drafting Josh Downs in the 3rd round. I mean, again, we're going to be all over this guy because we're excited about this. We had him going in the 2nd round. He falls all the way to the Colts, but he fell all the way to the 3rd round. To me, this is a dynamic player. This is that ideal slot guy that can just do all sorts of different stuff that, maybe some of your bigger or different receivers can't do on the outside. And so to me, this as a 3rd round pick, this was a home run pick. I still think in the few years, depending on how Richardson develops, this could be kind of that dynamic duo that we've seen in the past as Colts fans that starts to play out and develop. And we're super excited about Downs.
Yeah, I'm really excited about him, especially in the slot when the Colts were really lacking that guy in the slot last year who could catch the ball and was cut up field and make a play. So we're really excited about him. For me, number 3 is keeping Ryan Kelly at center. And there was a lot of rumors going around heading into this offseason. Trade Kenny Moore, trade Ryan Kelly, trade DeForest Buckner. They kept them all. This isn't a full rebuild in their eyes. This team's still a solid team. I know they lost a lot of games, but they were in a lot of games, and it was mainly because of quarterback and the coaching situation, in my opinion. And when you look at Ryan Kelly, I know he had a down year last year, but going into last offseason, he had some personal stuff going on, obviously, that was really unfortunate. And I'm not saying that played for all of his misfortune in playing, but a lot went wrong for the Colts and for him personally. And I think this refresh for him will be good. And just having a veteran presence and a guy who's a Pro Bowl caliber center for your rookie quarterback is big. We didn't need another question mark at center with a rookie quarterback.
Yeah. And then again, this is starting to move into those categories again of what we could have done and the Colts didn't do it. And we both kind of threw out the idea maybe of trading Kelly, maybe even to move up, as we're going to talk about here in a second for the 1-1. But in hindsight, we think this is a good move for them not to do that, which leads us to number 2. And the fact is that they drafted Anthony Richardson at 1-4 and didn't move up. Yeah. Okay, now look, you can go back and look at all the videos that we did. We wanted them to move up. Okay, we wanted them to move up. We're not shy about our mistakes or the things that we thought. There's still some value, in our idea about moving up, but what it would have cost them. That's the key here. Okay, if it was just move up and they would have lost maybe a 2nd or a 3rd or a 1st next year. Yeah, okay, it could have cost more than that. Even those picks, as we just mentioned, Josh Downs, a 3rd round pick, we think is going to be an impact player. For them to not move up and then draft this kind of quarterback who has a high ceiling, it's a swing for the fences. It's a home run kind of swing. They're going for it, and we both love that idea. We toyed around a little bit with Will Levis, but we saw, hey, the rest of the NFL kind of passed on him as well too, going to the second round. So, them staying at 1-4, keeping all their picks, all their assets, getting Anthony Richardson, that's a great move for the Colts this offseason.
Yeah, and you know what? This is why fans aren't GMs, and we pride ourselves in. If you guys watch our show, we try to take a more realistic take. When Anthony Richardson's throwing a nice pass in OTAs and everybody's flipping out, we're saying, hey, it's fun, it's cool, it's OTAs, and we pride ourselves in that. But we also get kind of caught up sometimes in the emotional roller coaster, and we were screaming at the Colts for not trading up to 1-1. But the truth is, this allows them to build a better roster around a rookie quarterback in a draft class where all quarterbacks had question marks, and they were able to get the guy who had the highest ceiling, the guy who could potentially be the best player of them all. They got, and they didn't have to trade up to get him. I mean, that's like you said. That's a win. That's a win for us. Number one, in my opinion, when you build a roster and you draft a rookie quarterback, these guys, all these quarterbacks are talented, and it's all about the situation they go to. And more often than not, if you're drafting a guy early, it means you kind of stunk. And the Colts stunk last year, and and it was toxic. And Frank Reich's message kind of died down. They bring in Shane Steichen, they bring in a Jim Bob Cooter, and they create this kind of quarterback friendly room now where it encourages development. These guys have proven track record of working with young quarterbacks, and that's encouraging to me. And like you said, what do they not do, Dan?
Yep. No, they didn't go after Sean Payton. They didn't go after Jim Harbaugh, which, again, you can go back in some videos and you can tell I was not in favor of those moves, because to me, now it becomes all about the coach. It becomes all about their style and their personality, and they're bigger than the lights kind of thing. And, to me, Jim Harbaugh was just, he's not a guy that's developed a quarterback. And I wanted a coach that would go out and find and develop a quarterback. And I am 100% believing. Now, it might not work out. I can't predict the future, but I 100% believe in Shane Steichen and what he is going to be able to do with Anthony Richardson. I think this duo, these two here, are going to be ones that are going to be talked about big time around the NFL in the upcoming years, because they're going to grow together. They're going to get better. And as you said, hey, you can have all the talent in the world. We've seen tons of talent come through the NFL and just not produce, just not deliver. And to me, it comes down to the right coaching. Every great quarterback, Joe Montana, Tom Brady, who we know who their coaches are, because it goes hand in hand, the coach and the quarterback. I think the Colts sticking, kind of waiting this out, played the long game, waited for the Eagles to be done, hired Shane Steichen was another home run decision.
Yeah. No, they made a lot of good moves this offseason. And you go down there, and sometimes, like you said, not making the move first or not making the plunge move ends up being the best move. I mean, and I know we kind of poke at Ballard. We call him Bargain Bin Ballard. Sometimes he does make me mad, but hey, we're fans, right? So we can get mad. Guys, let us know what you think. If you want to subscribe to our channel, it would mean a lot to us. And comment your list. Give us your top 5. Give us your top 2, whatever. I love reading that stuff. I'll try to respond to as many as I can. Check out our website. And hey, if you want to keep watching, make sure to tune in. We got more Colts content coming. Thanks again for watching, guys, and have a great day.